I know, jeez.
Well, what are you gonna bet with? You're out of candy.
Flapjack, what did I tell you about using your eyeballs?
What?
Every time you look at something, everything else gets jealous. Now go apologize to everything.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Please forgive me.
I'll wager the boy.
That kid? What can he do?
Flapjack, do that thing you do every day, all the time.
Captain Knuckles, I have to go to the bathroom.
Fantastic! I didn't know he was going to do that at first, but then yeah, phenomenal.
You're willing to stake a kid that amazing on this one game of cards?
Yep.
You win.
I fold.
I fold.
Me too.
Yeah!
What's fun, Knuckles?
I bet you won the poker game and won!
Not so fast. I'll take that bet.
Oh, shucks.
Knuckles, what's gonna happen to me if you lose?
Don't worry, buddy. It's a sure thing.
But...
Let's see what you got, ugly.
Pair of twos.
Pair of threes. I win. Yeah! Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Ah!
Welcome to Flyby Films, once or twice a month, using the most up-to-date technology available to clone ourselves so that we can do this show with even less effort. We get together to discuss films that either have been or will be forgotten. I'm number 6, and sitting next to me in the above garage apartment is my friend and progenitor, number 5. On this episode, we are going to be talking about the 1996 Harold Ramis directed film Multiplicity, starring typical Michael Keaton, workaholic and sex fiend Michael Keaton, gay Michael Keaton, and idiot Michael Keaton. Honestly, all I have to say going into this discussion is that I think I need to get my eyes checked because there's too many Keatons on screen. Number 5, how have you been?
I've been good, I think. I don't know, because I feel like I haven't been living my whole life. I feel like there are different versions of me living different aspects.
That's fair.
So I can't really tell you how I'm doing as a whole.
I really want to ask a science/philosophical question, but I feel like I need to save this for the movie discussion. So
I also have something to push back on, but I'll save it for the movie.
Okay, push back on. You haven't even heard anything I've said. How can you push back on it?
Well, you described the Michael Keatons in a very interesting way, and I think one of the things we see in the movie contradicts one of the things you said, though. Blake is checking his notes to see what he can say.
I mean, I already knew that I was going to get canceled for saying gay.
You don't get canceled for saying gay anymore. You do get canceled for misrepresenting gay people. No, yeah.
He's in touch with his feminine side. Let's put it that way.
Whoa, because he likes to clean? I think that's more cancelable.
But did you see the way he was acting the role? I mean, it's pretty gay.
Yes. Blake, I've seen this movie before. I saw it around the time it came out. For some reason, I think I was only like 9 or 10 when it was making the rounds. And for some reason, my parents were like,
that was an interesting choice for your parents.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this should be fine."
Especially the Bang Fest at the end.
Yeah, dude, the Bang Fest. That's what I'm talking about. Is gay Michael Keaton really gay if he bangs Michael Keaton's wife.
Well, you can make an argument that he wasn't necessarily like all for it. Like, I'm not sure you could say that he fully gave his consent.
Are you saying Andie McDowell forced herself upon Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton?
I think she at least forced herself upon gay Michael Keaton.
Well, also, idiot Michael Keaton
I think
probably can't consent.
That's fair. That's fair. It's like an age gap situation there. It's like, whenever it's like a authority and like student teacher situation there. Like, maybe it's not quite okay.
Like, this conversation is wonderful because at the beginning of, like, right before we started recording, you asked me to write down things that we needed to talk about. Actually, you didn't ask me. You just said, what are we going to talk about? And I was like, I'm going to write it down. And at the top of my list is getting canceled. So I think that we have succeeded at that. So we could check it off.
That was actually at the top of your list? I thought my mustache was at the top of your list.
No, your mustache, I was making a funny, Blake, for the camera. The recording.
It is funny you say that because I actually did.
Write down getting canceled.
No. Well, no, I didn't write that down. But the other day, instead of, I didn't have time. It was in the morning before work. I didn't have time to do a full like shave. But it was horrendous. Like, I had like asymmetrical like hairs on both sides of my chin. I was like, this is the only part that is like even remotely symmetrical and like vaguely okay looking.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically just did a quick shave of the sides of my face and underneath my chin in order to get it to this point, and I've pretty much left it that way. So it was a choice.
Yeah, well, no, literally at the top of my list is your mustache. So I mustache you
son of a
about
bitch.
it. It's really good. I have to say that.
Because it's
Blake,
old? I've got gray.
Yeah, no, I mean it's pretty, and it has kind of a shimmering vibe to it, and it's just nice. See, like, Blake is like lifting up this can of beer, and the light is catching it, and as he tilts it back down, the light travels up the can of beer, and then it catches into his mustache and continues on through that. It's glorious. It's just great. Anyway,
so really, basically, what I'm going to ask here is: should I wear this next week? Should I just keep this as my appearance for New York City?
Absolutely, you should. Without
are you being
hesitation.
An asshole?
I mean, I don't consider myself to be the cultural critic of New York City, so take that with a grain of salt. But yes.
Okay. All right. That's done.
And I think that gives us, Blake, why are you going to be in New York City?
I am going to be talking.
New York City.
Get the rope. Yeah, I am doing a talk at the 2025 Mockingbird Conference. It's probably the most highest profile talk I've ever given in my entire life. So no anxiety whatsoever.
The Mockingbird Festival is well known for being a place where people congregate and they make fun of Burt Reynolds, right?
No. But that would be amazing. I would go to that.
The Mockingbird?
Yeah, the Mockingbird. It is not to be confused with the Suzanne Collins bullshit Mockingbird trilogy. Or Mockingjay, sorry.
Are we gonna get anything right on this episode?
No, we are not.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to be talking about Mockingbird is a great little website, mbird.com. They talk about anything and everything that has to do with the demands of life and religion and all sorts of things. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to present on the fears of faith, which I believe we have alluded to on a past episode when Jameson gave me his answer.
Do you have a co-presenter?
I do, but he's not going to be there.
Lame.
My co-presenter is Ian Olson, who will be on the show in a very short period of time.
Yeah, he'll be on the next episode. Probably.
He picked a hell of a movie. So
have you seen that yet?
No, I have not.
No,
and
I haven't
I'm
either.
Not necessarily looking forward to it, but I'm going to sit my way through it, and we are going to talk about it.
All right.
That episode has the high potential of actually getting me at least canceled. So, and by your simple fact that you're on this podcast with me, it's probably going to be you as well. So I apologize in advance.
You're good. You're going to take everybody down with you.
Basically, I mean, that's really all that can happen. There is no nuance in cancellations. So,
the next episode will be a game where Ian and I try not to get canceled by saving you from yourself.
All right.
Great.
Jameson has thrown the gauntlet down. That's
Great.
right, Ian. You heard it. This is what you have to deal with. Yeah. So I'm going to New York City next Wednesday and hang out with my wife in the big old NYC, Big Apple. And then I'm going to do my talk on Friday afternoon. So I don't have to work for 3 days, which is a blessing.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I hope you have a lot of fun, Blake.
And the recording of it will probably go up like a week or so later. So in the event that anyone wants to actually listen to it, should be up on the website.
And in the event that you get in a plane crash on the way back, I can use that recording and get one more Fly By Films episode out of this by
imposing that'd be a lot of effort though.
Yeah.
You could just put the audio on an episode.
That's true. I could just do that. That would be like what I would do.
It'd be like
in your
weirdly serious end to the podcast.
Yeah. That would be
mildly serious, because it's not going to be fully serious.
Yeah, I guess it's still like a bit. So you're taking your wife with you to New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Are you letting your kids go feral in New York City, or are they staying back?
No, they are staying back. We actually entertained the idea of bringing at least one of them, but I think they need to be a little bit older before either one of us feels super comfortable in a city that size.
Yeah.
And I have been wanting to take my wife to a Mockingbird conference for a while, and I didn't think she was actually going to be able to fully enjoy it if either of the kids were there. So, yeah, my mom is coming up, and then her mom is 50 minutes away, so they're going to trade off kids during the time we're gone, and yeah, we're going to enjoy our time.
God bless moms.
Oh, man, I tell you what. You just can't live with them.
Bless them.
Can't live with them. Can't kill them.
But they watch your kids. So, no,
this is true.
That actually, my update is that I went to Japan since the last episode.
Yeah, you did.
And my mom watched my child,
The whole time?
the whole time. She flew in from Idaho, stayed with us like a couple extra days so she could get the routine. And then, yeah, she watched Hazel for the 8 days that we were gone.
And she did good?
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Excuse
That is
me.
good. That is good audio right there.
Great audio. Just wonderful audio. And she watched him, and he did really good. He got like sad. There were a couple times we like tried to FaceTime him every day, and there were a couple times where he was like, "Go to the park with us," and we're like, "Oh, buddy, no, we can't. We're too far away.
We're a long ways away.
Yeah, the park is too far."
Yeah.
But you know, overall he did really well, and I think my mom seemed to really enjoy it. She just thought he was just so much fun, which he's at a really good stage. Like, I think it was like perfect timing to do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, what was the reasoning for the trip? Was there a special occasion? Was there Kara just hadn't gone, and so you were like, sure, why not?
Get out
Just
to Japan.
go?
Just to go.
Okay. All right. I was just checking. I thought there might have been some special occasion.
Going to Japan is cool, and we are into doing fun things like that. No, I mean, that's all it was. You know, we hadn't been on a just us vacation like that, like multiple day vacations since just us since before Hazel was born. And so this was kind of an opportunity to do that. And we had always talked about Japan as a place we'd like to go. I studied Japanese in high school, so I have that kind of relationship with Japan. And then I've just been, a fan of Nintendo for a long time. So, kind of a fanboy of Japanese culture. And then, although I'm not really into anime, I don't mind some anime, but it just doesn't really do it for me.
You heard it here, folks. You're a child disguised as an adult if you read anime. That's what Jameson just said.
Yeah.
Or manga.
Yeah, Blake, get it right. If you're gonna mock me for my views on anime, at least know what you're talking about.
I mean, I sold that shit at Barnes & Noble for a year, so I can't say jack shit. It was like cocaine for those kids, man. They come in, do you have number 5 of this one? I was like, heck if I know, but we'll go look. I know where to find it.
You're like, do you know how to use the alphabet?
Yeah,
do you know how
it's
to count?
Literally not that hard. You have to find the name of the series, and then they have large numbers on the spine.
Yeah.
You just have to look for that number. Pretty easy.
Do you know, you've seen UHF, the movie, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, there's like a bit in the middle of it. So there's like these like parodies of movies interspersed throughout it. And one of them is Conan the Librarian. And one of the things that sticks in my mind from that movie is like a kid asking him if there's a book, and he goes, "Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?" And that just makes me laugh.
You do know that most or a good portion of UHF was filmed in Tulsa, right?
I knew that at one point. I think it was one of those facts that I probably wouldn't have been able to conjure until you just mentioned it. But yes, that's cool.
I need to rewatch that movie because I remember watching it, but now that I live in the city that a lot of it's filmed in, I probably need to watch it again so I can be like, hey, I've been to that place. Hey, I know that place.
Hey.
Because everyone likes that guy.
Yeah. You could be like, you could be an unofficial UHF tour guide. Whenever anyone visits you, you
Or I
could be
could
like,
be
oh, we could go and stop at the place where they filmed this scene in UHF. Um,
an official untoured guide.
Your jokes are untoward. Um,
So
I
we
was
did
gonna
Mustache, we did Mockingbird, we did Japan. Oh,
We
by the
did
way, you sent me a book, a child's book, that was japonais, as the French say,
Yes.
about a kitty cat.
Yep. Did
And
you look
I
up
looked
that?
I looked through it. I have no idea what it's talking about, but it's pretty freaking wild. Some of those illustrations are a little creepy.
Did you look up that illustrator?
No.
Okay. That's
Does she do hentai?
no. Worse but better.
I don't understand that term. Worse
No.
but better.
So, Blake, what's your favorite movie studio right now?
You mean my least favorite one?
Yeah, what's your least favorite one?
A24.
Yeah. So she makes posters for A24.
Oh.
But they're pretty rad, and she's
That's probably
done.
the best thing about them.
She did Long Legs. So you should check out some of her posters. Like,
Okay.
she has some legit horror movie posters.
So she does work outside of A24 also?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think A24 kind of like probably pays a lot of her bills.
Okay, so this brings up another tangent. We didn't write this down, but it's a side note. I think it kind of ties into one of our other things we were going to bring up. What did you think? You mentioned Long Legs. What did you think of the monkey? You never told me.
Oh yeah, we watched it. Didn't I say something back to you? I was like,
maybe you did, but it might have been so nonchalant that I couldn't get a good read on how you felt about it.
Yeah, I was really, really tired. And
did you actually see the whole movie?
I probably fell asleep at some point. I would like to watch it again. It was both like more cartoony and more of a dirge than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was expecting like Raising Arizona, and you got the Looney Tunes vibes. In fact, like one of the characters even seemed like, a personification of a Looney Tunes character. Yep. But then it was just like kind of slow and kind of like plotting and very, very dark and cynical. But it was very uncomfortable because of that. And it just had such a weird vibe. I really do want to watch it again because of that.
And then the random ass pale man riding on a horse at the end.
Yeah. It's interesting because I watched that, and then I watched The Seventh Seal later that week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, these feel like they're coming from the same place.
Dark depression and sadness.
Yeah. Just, a feeling of defeatedness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
I liked it at the time. I think everything you said was true, and unlike his other films, though, it has not stuck with me one bit. I think it was maybe a little bit too. I think the tones were just a little bit at odds for me. I think he was trying to do. I think he should have picked a lane and stuck with it. Either be really fucking dark and depressing, or be, Looney Tunes, like light and gory and, for the hell of it. It was really like it. I think dirge is a perfect description of it. But I came out of it. I appreciated the artistry of it. I think it's probably my least favorite film of his. But like you, I haven't seen it more than once, so I would like to see it again to verify that. But I didn't enjoy it in any of the same ways I enjoyed his other stuff. So even Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, which is a film.
I think I liked it more than that. But I think I mentioned that one character. I don't think I liked. I liked that guy. That he was like goofy, and you never saw his eyes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and there was like a funny bit that his mom had the same hair. And that was like the best part of him. And he was really kind of an insufferable character and not enjoyable, and then he dies a terrible death.
Yeah.
And nothing about him clicked for me, and there was so much time spent with this character.
Yeah.
And I think there were things, I liked
I actually really liked Oz Perkins' role in this movie.
Yeah, I liked Oz Perkins, and I really liked I liked a lot of the peripheral roles. Like Oz Perkins was great, Adam Scott was great.
Yep.
Elijah Wood was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
with the nips. The nips.
Yeah.
And I even think is it Theo James?
Yeah, Theo James.
I even thought he did a great job playing dual roles. I think his brother, the brother who was kind of started everything rolling again, is a little bit a little bit too cartoony for my taste, but I think for the tone he was going for, it makes sense. I mean, so
yeah. So again, I'd like to give it another go, but do I need to right now? I don't know.
Yeah.
But since then, I feel like there have been a lot of interesting-ish movies that have come out, and and it feels like that came out 500 years ago at this point. Just way the world is going.
Did you stick it through the credits?
Yes, I did stick it through the credits.
And saw the trailer for his next film, which is supposed to be in like October.
Yeah, no, it looks really weird.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. It's called like Serenity or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I've heard excellent things about Presence. And I've heard excellent things about Sinners.
I've heard really good things about Sinners. Like it seems to be a critical hit and also a crowd pleaser. And to be fair, I have gotten sick of the preview at this point because it's been playing since like October on every horror movie. But I have to give the director Ryan Coogler credit that at least it's an original, original quote unquote horror movie.
You know
That's
what's
great.
fun is I didn't even know it existed until last week.
Oh, I had seen it.
And then
I'd
it was yesterday before I realized it was a horror film.
Yeah, I had seen previews for it, and it looked kind of corny, but it also looked like, maybe the preview isn't doing it justice, which is just the case with 85% of the movies out there. That their previews don't match up. But so I never try to hold that against a movie, but yeah, it was kind of like a wait and see for me, but it sounds like it's good.
I'm mainly looking forward to the next Barbarian or movie by the Barbarian director.
Oh yeah, what is that
Weapons.
one? Weapons. I went to see Warfare.
Yes.
So that was interesting. I think it's neat to just watch Alex Garland go from this really like navel-gazy science fiction into selling balanced stories. I think he gets a lot of like both sidesism coming from his stories, but I think what it is, especially with Warfare, is he's not trying to showcase his editorialism.
Yeah.
And in fact, I read, this is all coming from the Wikipedia entry on this, but this was a co-written movie with a Navy SEAL who actually experienced the story, that it was going on. And, supposedly Alex Garland was like, I'm going to take a back seat to this. And I think it improves his storytelling because it doesn't come off as so smarmy, which I think some of his movies do. And I'm actually someone who likes even him at his smarmiest. Well, I think Annihilation pushed my my desire to like but I think he's got good stuff, and this is giving me hope that like, oh, he's actually trying to improve and be a better storyteller, and it's just interesting. And there is still kind of like an Alex Garland hook where at the very beginning it's like all of this is told from the perspective of these Navy SEALs' memories. So like, he's not bringing in anything else, and it's a very light story. And it's not like nothing happens in it that seems beyond the realm of possibility, but you still have like in the background, memory is fallible. We don't know if this is exactly what happened. And so there's almost a dreamlike aura surrounding the movie, even if it doesn't feel dreamlike outside of that, which I thought was kind of a neat trick. It puts you into an interesting state. Anyway, I also thought that you could put it in the pantheon of faux anti-war movies that exist, which are any movie that purports to be anti-war.
And ultimately fails.
Ultimately fails.
The only other thing I've been watching that I started rehearsal, season 2 of rehearsal, because you were the one who told me that it was coming out on Easter Sunday, and I have HBO for free through my phone service, and so I watched it. Jameson hasn't watched it yet because he doesn't have Max yet. And you know what? More power to him, because it's a shit streaming channel. I only watch stuff ever so often on that service. So ever since it became Max, it sucks. balls. But I will say, I did get a month of Paramount Plus, mainly so my kid could watch Paw Patrol. But I got to start watching Mobland, which is an absolute delight and spicy as fuck. Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, Patty Considine. I mean,
hey,
it's phenomenal.
that's
And Tom
stacked.
Hardy just doing his Tom Hardy thing. He's a fixer for a mob family with Pierce Brosnan as the patriarch, and Patty Considine is his son, and Helen Mirren is Pierce Brosnan's wife, and she is wicked. Like, she manipulates everybody. And he gets stuck in the middle, and he's got his own family with a daughter and wife, and marriage is on the rocks, and it gets to a point where his wife and kid are in the line of fire, and it's rough, but it's good. I think it's only like 5 or 6 episodes, and I'm 4 in at this point. I don't think another one comes out till next week, but yeah, big fan of Mobland.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's a fun brief show, and we'll see if they actually do another season. I'd be happy if they didn't. One and done.
One and done. I've been watching The Bear on TV.
From the start?
Yeah.
Or is there a new season?
From the start. We didn't get on the Bear train yet. But
I never finished the second season.
Yeah,
Not
it's
because
pretty
it wasn't good.
Yeah, I like
busy.
it. It's labeled as a comedy, which doesn't make any sense to me because it just isn't funny.
Every so often it's funny, but that's about it.
Yeah, but in kind of a like, oh yeah, life is like that, which is exactly a drama. But it's good. It's I like food, so I think it tickles that part of me. Blake, I think we got to start talking about the movie.
Okay.
But we still have 3 more topics.
Okay, what are they? Remind me.
Okay. So let's do a lightning round.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you them first before we do the lightning round, or just in random order?
In random order. That's fine.
Okay, I'm just going to go down the list. Families update? Any update on your family? We did kind of talk about
my youngest sleeps like a little asshole. Going to sleep, man. He's a little asshole. Outside of that, they're great. They're growing.
They are growing. They're all getting really big.
Yeah.
Like they both look like little boys now.
Yeah.
Which,
by the way, Hazel does too.
I know. Anyway, yeah, Hazel's been good. He's been going through, little bits of defiance and stuff like that. He still sleeps pretty good. But yeah, that's kind of the update there. He's the best part of my day, so like, it's kind of fun. Still nice to work from home and get to see him, so I consider myself really lucky for that. Yeah, that's my family update.
Love it.
Next topic, books.
We just finished our book club book.
We just finished our book club book, and we're gonna start Proust. Proust.
No, we are not starting Proust.
Oh.
We are starting not as long, but still fairly long book.
It's pretty long, Blake. don't try to skirt by. Oh, it's not as long as the Dragonbone chair. I don't know.
It's longer than the Dragonbone chair.
Well, not as long as Proust. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not as long as Priest.
That's literally every book. Proust is in the Guinness Book of World Records. Anyway,
He has a whole movie made out of him called Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, that was a remake of his book? I remember now.
No, it was not. It was not a remake. But Steve Carell is a Proust expert.
I remember that. Yeah.
So you're quiet because of Nietzsche.
Okay, so yeah, what book are we reading now?
We're reading Shadow Country by Peter Matheson.
I haven't read anything up on this. What is it about?
So there's an actual historical person, some kind of outlaw or something that lived in Florida. And he wrote this fictional novel that originally was supposed to be 1,500 pages back in like the 80s. And his publisher laughed. They laughed and they laughed and they said, "We're not publishing that. You can break it apart into 3 books." So he did. So he released them in 3 books. And then around the time, I think it was like early 2000s, he was like, "I would really like to see my original vision of this trilogy of books." And so he put it back together and did some massive editing by basically cutting it in half. And then released it as 1 book. And it won some awards that year. I think it was 2008.
Did it win the Booker Man?
I don't know if it won the Booker Man.
That's the most prestigious book.
The highest of highs.
Yeah, the highest of highs. Okay.
Winner of the American National Book Award. Look at that thick bitch.
Oh, you got a thick boy. Wow.
I got a thick boy. And look at that print.
Like, I'm gonna listen to this book.
That's fine.
I hope that it's not like Infinite Jest, where I was planning on listening to that. Don't give me crap. I don't know if it's good or not. But
I don't know. I've never read any David Foster Wallace, so.
But then
Ian is the guy that will have and will be insulted.
Well, I'm not trying to
what
insult
you
it. I was just trying to say that I downloaded it and then I read up. Oh, half of it is in these, subnotes or whatever they're called, and footnotes. That's what they're actually called. And I was like, oh, well, then this isn't gonna work. So I shelved it.
Save your time and don't read House of Leaves.
Well,
that
I
is
do
a
want
piece
to...
of shit.
I'm
George. Just telling it like it is.
You know George, right?
Oh yeah. He loves that book.
I don't know if he's read it yet, but he did choose it as his next book for his book club. And
has he started another book club?
He was in another book
because the one you were in died because you killed it.
I did kill it. He was in that book club before our book club died.
Oh, gotcha. So they're about to die. Is basically what they're about to go through like 12 weeks of just pain and torture.
You didn't hear it from me, but I do know from George that so far their track record for books has been closer to like YA fiction. So he's definitely like throwing a giant bomb into the group with House of Leaves, which
good for him.
Yeah, I'm very much into this idea, and I cannot wait to hear more about how it goes. Okay,
It's
books.
they're in for a fucking surprise.
Yeah, we talked about books. The last thing I have is politics.
Oh God.
Politics is a thing that is happening in the world. Don't get your politics from two dinguses who talk about movies, kind of.
Although you could do worse.
Sure. Yes. Do you have any political advice, Blake?
No, I mean it's all hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. It's all a shit show right now.
It's pretty bad. It's all pretty bad right now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right.
That's
So,
all we.
do you want to talk about? Do you want to jump into the thought games of this movie, or do you want to do a light kind of exploration and then do the thought games later?
What? What? Like, did you and I watch the same movie? We're talking about
Oh,
Multiplicity.
no, we saw the same movie. I am not.
Okay.
I'm not. These thought games are purely my insanity. But
You know what I think?
they're worthy of discussion. I think there is enough in the movies to make them reasonable asks.
Okay, before we get into the thought games, I want to say, okay, recall, we're talking about 1996's Multiplicity,
Yeah.
starring Michael Keaton,
Times 4. Yep.
and
Andy McDowell.
Andie McDowell. Yes.
The long-suffering Andy McDowell, who is terrific in just about everything she's in, but got short shrift in this one.
Sure. Yeah. And it's actually really funny because
and got
Andie
banged by 4 Michael Keatons.
Hey, you could do worse.
I mean, talk about Birdman.
Mockingbird Man. Directed by Harold Ramis, who
I did not realize it was a movie by him. So when I realized that, I was like, what? And then I looked at his directorial filmography, and it's not good.
Except
he has a couple of 3 or 4 really great ones, but the rest is just shite.
Well, I've never seen Analyze This, which is like his second most popular movie. His first being
Groundhog's Day, which is great.
And
Bonafide classic.
And some of us get him mixed up with Ivan Reitman because Harold Ramis was famously in Ghostbusters, but didn't direct it. So
that's a sweet boy mistake. That's fine.
I know, but I'm
not going to give you crap about it.
I'm just clarifying for the people out there that might be confused by that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
me.
Personally, it's Groundhog Day first, and then Ice Harvest second for me.
Okay. Yes. Speaking of Ice Harvest, Oliver Platt is a big role in The Bear, which is great.
Yes. And he's one of my favorite parts of that show.
And let's not forget, he was amazing in Fargo season 1.
He's amazing in everything he's in. He's great. I love him.
He plays the same role over and over again, but it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I just like listening to him, and he's good at telling stories. He's good at being kind of sarcastic. It's just, he's so fun. in all of his movies, all of his roles.
Don't be surprised if I pop out with Gunshot at some point.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
which is
Bicentennial
definitely. Oh God, no. No, that is definitely a forgotten film.
Yeah.
Came out like the year after Grosse Point Blank, about a hitman who has narcolepsy, played by Liam Neeson.
Gun-shy?
Yep, and Oliver Platt
Okay.
is a mobster. He single-handedly changed the way I say narcolepsy.
Oh.
Because there's a scene in the movie where him and Liam Neeson are talking, and Liam Neeson's trying not to fall asleep. And Oliver Platt's like, man, your eyes, man. Something about them. Do you have that disease? What's it called? Narco sleepy. That's it.
Have we played that on our as
Intros?
an intro?
Maybe.
I feel like I've heard that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I also feel like Oliver Platt is an actor that hasn't aged for 30 years. Like he's just been in this like middle-aged
Yep.
Zone.
He's got that baby face, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Oliver Platt, not in this movie.
Not in this movie.
Not in this movie.
Just Michael Keaton.
Just Michael Keaton times 4.
And Eugene Levy. Let's not forget.
Eugene Levy doing his
greasy New Jersey Italian character.
Vaguely Latin character.
Vaguely problematic character.
Yeah. No, he's kind of fun in this because he's not sweet.
The watch bit is pretty funny.
Yeah. So he's in this. Anyone else? So there's have you ever seen the TV show Flapjack? The Adventures of Flapjack? It's a cartoon.
No.
There's a character in that called Captain Knuckles, and the guy who plays the sailing instructor is the voice of Captain Knuckles. He has a very, very distinct voice, and I can't remember his name.
Speaking of the sailing instructor, you got Julie Bowen, who is known for Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And Boston Legal.
Oh.
And Ed. Do you remember Ed, the lawyer at the bowling alley?
No.
She was in that too.
I don't remember that.
Tom
I never
Cavanaugh?
saw that. No.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's fun. Justin Long, that's where he got his start.
Pretty forgotten. Maybe it'll show up.
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. So this movie is about it's a morality tale about a man who gets tricked by another man into an experimental procedure to make his life better.
Yes.
It's actually really interesting that Andie McDowell is in this movie, because the last movie that I saw that kind of fit that description was The Substance, which stars Andie McDowell's daughter, Margot.
Oh, she's Andie McDowell's daughter?
Yeah.
Margaret Qualley?
Margaret, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, she was in Drive Away Dolls. We saw that.
Yeah. I just didn't know that she was Andie McDowell's daughter.
Yep.
Huh. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that was a connection.
I still haven't seen that because 2 hours and 30 minutes is hard to come by.
Dude, that movie is too long. It is good. It is good. I really, really enjoyed it, especially if you come at it from the perspective that you're watching a movie that belongs in the same category as Multiplicity,
Uh-huh.
it actually works really well from that. If
Yeah.
you're expecting something with more depth than that, don't.
Oh,
But
interesting.
which is why it would have worked
Everyone
better
and
if
their
it
dog
was.
says that, man, there's so much depth to it, man. Oh my god, it's amazing. I just want to like eat it up. That's basically what I hear every time I hear about Substance, which, mind you, makes me less likely to watch it.
No, I know. No, but it is. It's like a morality tale, kind of like this, where you're getting there's a scientist. Science is kind of the plays the devil in this,
Okay.
where you have a man who is trying to look for a quick fix, and science is like, hey, if you sell me
That's
your soul,
that's never happened.
never,
Never
never,
happened in
never
the history of
happened.
the world. No,
Yeah.
humanity never looks for quick fixes.
So Michael Keaton is stressed out of his mind.
Yeah.
Work
Which,
is falling
can I point
apart.
out that he's stressed? Really, I mean,
He's 90s stressed, right?
yeah,
Which was different.
90s stressed. Basically, he has to go to work.
Oh, poor buddy.
Yeah, poor guy.
You got to go to work. Anyway, and then he sees that he can duplicate himself, and he's like, wow, if I could only do this, I could solve so many of my life's problems. And then it kicks off from there. Blake, take it away.
Yeah, and so still that's not good enough, because the human propensity to need more time. I'm gonna go clone myself again. But what he doesn't realize is that the clones then realize that they need more time, and then they clone themselves. And then you get, hi, Steve, who is the singular funny element of this movie. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great.
Well, it's great because Michael Keaton just
Goes for it.
goes for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is pretty wonderful.
I will say, number 3, I do find humorous in some ways, but largely in his relationship to Andie McDowell, especially when he starts critiquing the way she does things.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty funny. Like that's.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah.
So it becomes an issue. He has to start setting down ground rules. He's the only one who can sleep with his wife. They've got to find creative ways of like switching out, and it turns out that number 2 is better at his job than he is, and number 3 is a better family man than he is, and number 4, well, he's just more fun loving than he is. So basically, all of the clones are better in some vain way, like some faint way, better versions of him. So
he just sucks. Yeah.
he sucks. He's like a real turd.
So he just erases himself from the equation.
Basically. So, yeah. What did you think about this film?
What did I think about this film? I thought this film felt like a product of its time, very much. Where, okay, this is a movie that, I mean, it's a fable, which I think we don't have movies like this anymore. or they feel rarer because you don't just have kind of wacky scenario just show up out of nowhere. You have to world build it in.
No.
And this is clearly not world building it in. And maybe that's just because, the 90s, I remember like, in the 90s, like People magazine had Dolly the sheep. Cloning was a really
Yeah.
big theme. And so maybe, this was built into the zeitgeist of like, we're all kind of wondering about the questions of cloning, so why not make a funny movie about it?
Well, and he was 3 years off of Groundhog Day, which was a success at the time, and
Did
has
Groundhog Day
become
come out in the 90s? It came out in
yeah.
93?
I think
Wow.
it was 92, 93, something like that.
Wow. Yeah, I
He
just
had one movie in between Groundhog Day and this one, and that was Stewart Saves His Family, which was Al
Did you see
Franken.
it?
It's a Saturday Night Live movie, so it's going to be good, not good.
I think it's going to be great. I think
No.
Has there ever been a terrible Saturday Night Live movie?
Has there ever been a good one? I would say the only good one was The Ladies' Man.
I haven't seen that one.
It's great. Tim Meadows. He's superb.
I was being
Underrated.
I was definitely being tongue in cheek because there are a lot of terrible Saturday Night Live movies.
Yeah, they're not good. There's a reason why they are skits.
I think being a child during the time where there was like a renaissance of them that just kept being terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I was a fan of at least some aspects of Night at the Roxbury's. I don't think it's a good movie. I also liked Superstar. Again, I don't know if that's a good movie. I just don't know. But those are the only ones that I can think of that I would honestly maybe make a little bit of a case for, and they're probably not very good. So
I might have gone to see a film version of Mango.
That would have not been good. Hot take, Blake. Chris Kattan is not a very good comedian.
I thought you were about to say he was not a very good human.
I don't know.
I was like, I don't know him personally, so I don't know.
He might be.
All I know is that I got a kick out of Mango. Sue me.
Okay. I guess you can have the mango.
But I will say, I will stand by Ladies' Man as a decent Saturday Night Live movie.
I like Tim Meadows, so I think there is a world where that is correct. That is the right take.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows also not in Multiplicity.
I feel like it's time for thought games.
Please. Like, if you can't tell, I thought this movie was okay. It was fine.
I thought the same thing. I just had more fun with it than you did.
I didn't really have fun.
I don't think it's
I also
good.
didn't hate it. I can't say like, God, this movie is terrible. Smite it off the earth.
This movie lives on in infamy in GIF form.
Oh yeah.
People know this movie from GIFs. They couldn't tell you what movie it was, but they know it when they see Michael Keaton doing the wink signal.
Yeah.
It's a GIF. But okay,
gift from God.
I need you to answer me this. There's no wrong answer, Jameson. Don't get worked up. this clone situation with Michael Keaton, if we are to take the world as it is, quote unquote, built, that we know, did the clone separate his personality into its component parts? Or is it just depleting him of elements of his personality?
I don't think it is. So, what are my options? My options are
Okay, so basically, like, the cloning procedure basically compartmentalizes his personality. So basically, it just kind of expands it out. It says, here's your like good father, family man. Here's your hardworking, sex-riddled man. Here's your fun-loving, goofy dude. And it kind of breaks them out, like expands them out. Or do you think that he lost those things in the cloning procedure?
well, I don't think that second one, but I also don't think that the cloning procedure did that. I don't think there was anything in the cloning procedure that specified. Like, I don't think he was like aiming it and like dialing up, like, oh, I want this guy to be, more of a hard ass, so he's better at my job. I think the movie was, playing with this idea of like, nature versus nurture twins type scenario where, if they grow up, do they have to be the same person? And I think the movie was saying, oh no, if we split them at this point, they could be completely different people. I took it as that. I didn't think that he was being depleted.
Okay. Do
However,
you think he was just a husk of a man by the end of the movie?
I think what he was doing was he was offloading his responsibilities, and so he was becoming worse at his life because he wasn't actually getting any practice at it. So I think that's what was
So
going on.
it is a morality tale.
Yes. Well, yeah.
But you got to be in your life to get anything out of it.
Absolutely.
Oh,
like,
shit, son.
I guess that's what I thought was happening when I was watching it.
I'm just the thought crossed my mind, and this is why I'm asking the question.
Okay.
The thought crossed my mind is why specifically were they all different types of people, and not just like some slightly off version of the original person? Is it just for comedy?
It's because it's a bad storytelling play.
Son of a... Okay, second thought game.
Sorry.
Second thought game. If
Thought game number 2.
If a wife, if the wife of the Michael Keatons is banged by the 3 clones, is it actually an affair?
No. I
disagree. I disagree.
Okay. I mean,
because it's not him. It's not him.
Who is to blame though?
Andie McDowell. It's always the woman's fault.
Fuck you, Blake. No, okay.
She was probably wearing something slutty.
Okay.
That was a joke, by the way.
So this almost brings
For
up
those
the
listeners
same.
who are not keen on our sense of humor, that is clearly a joke.
Oh, who made it over an hour into the podcast and
Exactly.
stayed with us? They were probably looking for that soundbite, Blake, because they want to cancel you.
Probably so.
They are
Because
cancel.
I'm numero uno on their cancel list.
Yeah, they are cancel hunters. No. So this is like the conversation about about Severance, which is you know if you're your innie or your outie and you think someone else is the innie or the outie and they're the different person, did a rape happen? And I mean it's interesting.
Did you do a rape?
Yeah, did someone do a rape? It is interesting. I do think I felt like the discourse was like, oh man, Mark S really did this wrong against Helly, and I was like, well, no, it actually feels like Helly's outie did wrong against Mark S because that felt more like trickery.
I think that's pretty clear from the narrative too.
Yeah,
that she's the one who did a rape.
Yeah. Anyway, so in this movie, I think what it's tried to do, which doesn't really fly, is it's trying to appeal to the idea that, well, they couldn't help themselves after Andie McDowell, and it's kind of like this his dick slipped into her vagina, situation, and they're like, I guess that's the way it goes. And from Andie McDowell's perspective, she doesn't know any better because she's does if anyone's to blame, it is the original Michael Keaton, because he brought, if we're considering them separate from him, he brought three strangers into their world and didn't tell anyone. And then chaos happens. So
okay, so next question. I think that's really great. Next question is the Doctor Satan? Is he just a tempter, or is he the reason? Should we blame him?
I think I called him Satan.
This is
earlier.
Theological. I like this.
I would like to recant that. I think he is your friend who has Bitcoin and says, you should buy Bitcoin with me. And then you buy Bitcoin and you sink your entire life savings into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin crashes. But your friend already had a bazillion Bitcoin, so he's still insanely wealthy on his Bitcoin, and you're destitute.
That's fair.
That's who I think the Doctor is.
Well, shit.
I don't know if that's Satan. It feels satanic.
I mean,
I will tell you that
any Bitcoin guy deserves the name of Satan. I mean, come on now.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Did I just
I have?
Yeah, I think I lightning rounded your thought games.
Yeah.
What?
You did exceptionally well, actually. You scored 100.
Oh, yay! I'm very happy about that. Blake,
you're a very smart boy.
Did you have any thoughts on these? Oh.
No, I came up with them because it's the kind of bullshit I like to do.
I appreciate that. I liked answering those. That was actually fun. So, thanks.
No, I am the type of guy that I will find anything to redeem a film in some way, form, or fashion. It comes from my contrarian nature. So if a group of people really despise a movie, I will find something about it that I think is intriguing, just to be like, come on, it's not that bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad, but it's not that bad.
You're a turd.
I'm a real piece of shit.
Blake Turd Collier.
Yeah, that's what all I got to say.
Yeah, I think it's about that time. We did go pretty long this episode, but you know what? It's for the people. They're only going to get one episode this month, and this is it.
And next month is going to be a banger.
But we're going to pretend that the fact that they get one episode called Multiplicity is the bit.
Yeah, it's almost like they got one episode a week.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. But we're keeping it as one because it's funnier that way. So
if you just divide this episode up by 15 minutes increments, then you've got 4 episodes.
Blake, it's going to be longer than an hour. It's going to be.
It's at an hour 14 right now.
Oh, hey! So look at that. 5 episodes.
5 episodes.
All right. Well, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well, hi, Steve. Bye, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Bye, Steve.